if we were trying to be fast about it.
More than likely.
Can you carry a weight while you're doing it?
Not unless you are another one with marked by the storm.
So that's a no. Unfortunately, the few people that I know that are branded have nothing to do with storms.
He kind of gives a small chuckle. Whenever I say ride the wind, I mean ride the wind, as in sort of become
Oh,
the
so I can
wind.
polymorph into a wind elemental.
I mean,
I'm
if you
gonna
can
go
do
ahead
that.
and look over at Pepper. You can do that?
I mean, if you can, then yeah, I'd be able to take you.
Pepper, you speak
Me.
Draconic, right?
Yeah,
Yes.
but I have no idea how to use arcane scrolls.
Damn.
Fun fact.
I'm a druid.
Yeah, I was gonna say, fun fact: banishment isn't a spell that's on the druid spell list, anyways.
Yeah.
So it would be a check for Pepper to attempt to use it.
It'd be a check for me to use it too, wouldn't it?
It'd be a
It
check
would
for
be.
everyone other than Reen and Levy.
Yep.
Yeah.
Correct.
So we need to get Reen, Levy, potentially Pepper. I am the least useful person to go, but I mean, at the same time, I'm not going to let all the ladies go without me
I was
because.
gonna say, fun fact about it actually, specifically Levy, she does have access to 4th level spell slots, and since it is a spell that is in her class spell list, she can cast those for free. No check needed at all. Reen would have to make a spell check because it's a higher spell level than she has access to.
So I'm going to turn over to Levy. What's your opinion about go ahead and getting battered by the storm as a backup plan?
I guess I can. Yeah, I mean, I can also polymorph into an elemental, I suppose.
So, how about this then? We go ahead and see if Solar will fly us up to the edge of the storm. You ladies will, if necessary, polymorph at that point. That way you get as much time with it as you need. We go ahead and supervise and observe. If they can't deal with the situation on their own, you ladies go in as a potential backup plan. Is that good for everybody involved?
It just looks to the old man.
That'll work.
All right.
I'll once we hit the storm, I'll run ahead and see if we can't get the storm to hold off for a little while.
Storm got a name because I feel like just calling it Storm over and over again feels a little, I don't know.
Well, that's the short form. I guess we could call it the Unending Tempest if you really wanted to, but
Do you
That's
think
if
it
it
would get
wants to.
upset if we just call it Temtem then?
probably.
Okay, won't do that then.
It's a cute name, though.
That's probably why it would upset it.
I mean, technically, we don't even refer to it with a name. If it has one, it hasn't given it to us officially. And before you ask, no, the branding does not reveal its name.
I was thinking it. I was legitimately. Any stories in your family? Has ever? I'm assuming we're walking and talking at this point. Any stories
Yep.
of your family passed down over the years that about the storm, its origin, anything like that?
Something along the lines of many generations ago, somebody got lost in the desert, needed some assistance, But obviously, you know, generations ago, desert probably didn't have many towns, so the settlements were scattered.
Mm.
So the first of our ken to summon it did so, probably more or less unintentionally. But it also wasn't quite this large if the stories are to be believed. That's just happened over time.
Mm. Yeah.
Suffice to say, though, this is an elemental who has made this desert its home, and I'm fairly certain that it won't be banished back to the elemental plane of air, since, if the stories are to be believed, this thing has sort of become an elder in this area.
It has more life lived in this desert than it has anywhere else.
Of
Interesting.
course, it's all passed down through word, so there's...
Can a creature become attuned to another plane if it lives there long enough? Well, I mean, I do know there's certain Fey courts where you don't eat or drink the food if you ever want to leave. So, I guess there's an argument for that.
I mean, yeah, there are also creatures who are just considered attuned to any plane they land on, like the Tane from the Fae.
True, true. But I mean, that's more an exception than the actual rule, though, isn't it?
I guess so.
Mm.
There's a lot that are native.
This happened. The old man kind of, as you guys sort of hit the edge of town, or not the edge of town, I'm going to assume that you're heading back to your ship first.
Yeah, we gotta touch base with Zolara, see if she's cool with the idea, because she's our primary mode of transport to get all of us to the storm quickly.
Other than borrowing a sand skimmer.
Yeah, and again, sand skimmers.
And airships are out of the question for this one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, can we go ahead and borrow one of your few airships to go ahead and ride towards its sheer destruction? Yeah, we promise we'll return it in usable condition.
Man, if usable condition is anything like the fucking monitors I got.
Ooh.
Oh,
For the people who
Figure
aren't
out,
aware,
eh?
I ordered monitors, used monitors that were marked as acceptable condition from Amazon.
uh-huh.
I.e., they're supposed to only have like surface scratches and marks, and
Yeah.
nothing, like superficial damage, nothing that would actually impact the usage of the monitor.
Let me guess.
I'm
Big
getting the
old
feeling
screen
those
crack.
Scratches.
One of them, it looked like somebody took a screwdriver to the corner
Fuck.
because there was a big like crack in the top left,
Mm.
and whenever LED screen gets cracked like that, it fucks with half of the entire screen.
Yeah,
Incredible.
that's not usable.
So I ordered another one, and by ordered I mean had them send me a replacement that was also of the same condition. And this time it wasn't, obviously damaged like that, but I could tell that it was going to be unusable because of the collection of cracks that were on the left side.
So what you're saying is you called
I don't know
Amazon up a third time. We're like,
I got a refund and then ordered a new monitor, which is the one that I am currently using.
Yeah, you just said screw it with the use and just said you just can't.
this
from a
was
actual
just a service for
business
someone to
provider.
offload their e-waste on Amazon. That's
Yeah.
what
Right.
that was.
I don't think I still have the pictures, but I know I sent them to Reen at some point.
Oh, good God.
I can scroll through and find it at some point. Anyways.
All right.
So you guys go ahead and you get back to the ship. You see Zalera back up on the deck of the ship.
Solera! Hey,
Hmm? Hello.
we need your help with something.
Sorry. I don't know if you heard what I said.
No, I didn't.
I found one of the pictures.
Well, you said, "Hey, Zelira, hey!" Like like she's about to like groan and look to you and be like, "Oh, what the fuck do you want now?" I also said, "Mom."
Lovely. Lovely. That's the one that
Yeah,
was
what-
cracked in the corner?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was the second one I got.
And what condition did they said that was in?
Acceptable.
Acceptable.
How in the... I'm going to go ahead and show this on stream. Is that okay?
Yeah, go for it.
Okay. So tell me, chat, does this look like something that's you would call acceptable condition for a monitor to be shipped in?
Unacceptable
I mean,
conditions.
it looks like it got punched in the corner there and jabbed punched in the middle side there and jabbed over there. And then there's a couple scratch marks on the opposite side. So it's like, I'm going to say this. This is what I'm going to bet happened. This monitor got dropped on the corner on like a sidewalk or a step or something. And that's it. The corner took the brunt of it. It bounced and then it landed dead center on the side and then just skittered down like the rest of the stairs. That's what I'm feeling. This monitor, it took a tumble.
I want to hope that Amazon is not the ones who ruined it, and the people who delivered it, and so they just were replacing it. I would hope they were screening
I
it better
always
than
say
that,
that
who
whatever
knows?
vendor that was offloading that, probably
Yeah.
their rep on Amazon took a hit for that. Especially if you ordered both monitors from the same location.
They came from the same.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
So that
Yeah,
that
yeah.
vendor probably Amazon was like, hey dude, 2 back to back. You
fucking kidding me?
yeah. You still have the monitors, or did they ask for them back?
I asked for them back. I'd have if I kept them, I wouldn't get a refund.
Good God.
Yeah.
Okay. So the question is, how often do you think those monitors get shipped out to how many different people?
Good question.
That vendor was.
I would hope never after I got them back, because I literally marked like on the refund. I marked, this is literally in an unusable condition. Half the screen doesn't fucking work. You would have to take it apart and completely replace the screen, at which point just buy a brand new fucking monitor.
Yeah, it should have been marked usable for parts.
If that like
Because
If they had marked it like that, I would not pay the $60 that they were charging for it.
holy
Oh no.
no, I was thinking that this was like, oh, cheapo $15 monitor here.
Nope.
Yeah, that's
$60, you might as well just buy a new one.
You might as well you go down to freaking Goodwill.
Or sorry, it was $50. It was $50 plus shipping.
You
Or
could
not plus shipping,
go
plus tax,
to
'cause I have Amazon
Goodwill
Prime.
and get a better monitor.
Yeah.
Yeah, you see,
For
the
that
issue is
price.
I don't have reliable transportation.
Yeah.
Yeah, true.
The one that I ordered in was what in that price range, and it's a 1920 by 1080 Acer, and it's perfectly fine. Yeah, and it's brand new, so like.
Yeah, both of
That's
my
gross that
monitors.
they're making you pay 60, and then it's in that condition. No.
Yeah, both of my monitors are Goodwill specials. You know.
I wound up spending to like $15 extra just so I get a new one.
Yeah. We don't spend a
Anyways.
lot on displays here.
I am not looking to buy a 4K resolution monitor because I don't need a 4K resolution
unless you
I will never do
are,
that either.
unless you need a true color monitor because you're a graphics designer and you need it new out of the box because you make money by selling art and you need to be able to, for branding reasons, perfectly color match things. A monitor's a monitor. Unless you have, like, a professional need. The most a gamer needs is, a good refresh rate monitor.
Yeah, we need help getting to the sandstorm.
Oh, yes, Zalara, yeah.
Bob!
How challenging would it be for you to fly a small group of people to the edge of the storm?
How many? So only because here's the thing. Only a couple of you can fit on my back reliably before you start, being in the center of where my wings would be.
Well,
The rest of you would be getting held in my claws.
That's a fun.
the two
place.
people that we
Squeeze.
need for you to take with you that are priority is Pepper and Levy. I'm pretty sure myself and Reen are going there as backup in case things go south. I don't know. I think that's
Oh,
probably.
Go ahead. Sir. Go
I
ahead.
think if we're keeping it light, that's like about the lowest we can go. Does that sound? I'm sorry, Pyrite. You mind sitting this one out?
I can stay behind on this one.
Yeah. But I mean,
Not too sure how a elemental of fire would react to another branded of fire.
yeah, and Levy's Brent. Yeah, that's. Ooh.
That's danger.
Pyro's just like,
there.
quite frankly, I'm not sure how the air or how the storm will react to branded that
Yeah.
aren't its own.
We're gonna have to go ahead and find out, I guess. Hopefully, this doesn't go ahead and turn sideways, but again, we'll be there to go ahead and do what we can.
Yeah, I can stay behind.
Okay.
Yeah, Zalair just kind of looks just like, well, yeah, I should be able to carry the rest of you. Again, as long as you don't mind being, held in my talons.
Woohoo! Cozy Cove.
I mean, honestly, Pepper, you're probably the one that's going to be on the back because you caused the least problem for Zalara's wings. So.
Honestly, Pepper can probably ride on somebody else.
Yeah. I'm thinking Levy and Pepper are getting the back, and it's probably me and Reen that are getting the claws. Because I think, the bigger or more awkward of the two. No offense, Reen, but you are told fucking drink of water. And
I wasn't arguing.
And well, my legs can
How
be.
the fuck do you think we got here? I've done this already.
I've been just like, well, technically you rode on, or a couple of you rode on my back.
Well, I was in Zalera's claws, for the simple fact that if the dragon's going to get taken down, at least I can. At least if one of the two of you is going to get shot at with something, I can at least block it. That's what I did initially in the fight.
All right. Well then.
Actually, who did I ride back on? I think I was with Zalera.
Let's go ahead and head back.
The old man's just like, I can organize everything once we actually get to the storm, because I'm sure you'll need to, actually keep up with me lest you get lost.
Let's just drop by the local leadership on our way out, make them apprised of what we're going to go ahead and do, see if they have any desert garb that we can borrow just to wrap ourselves up a little bit tighter, because I don't know about you, I don't want to go ahead and spend the next 8 hours picking sand out of my fur.
Well, for you, that's probably going to suck. Sandblasting for my scales might actually do them some good.
It'd be great for the scales, except for, well, the whipping winds are a bit too much for it.
Well, fair enough.
we need to let those in charge of the town know what's going on before we leave, just in case. So, gather our crew up, and we head to hit Emerald and Azzy's place on our way out of town.
So you're all insane. Yeah, I guess I am too. Everybody would be if they were stuck on Earth.
So you go ahead and head out and knock on their door once more. Emerald once again opens up the door.
Okay, so here's the thing.
Going on.
We are going to go out with this lovely gentleman just to see this through. We have a couple backup plans in case the first scroll doesn't work for whatever reason. But since some of us will be very close to the storm, want to know if you had any desert gear that laying around that we could borrow for the day, just in case. Or someone we
well-
could talk to that might be able to just outfit us, so we might be able to not come back with like 3 pounds of sand in our shorts.
I'm sure we can get something scrounged up for you.
You say that, but pocket sand is a legitimate trap.
Fucking-
I'm not even fucking with you. Kobolds have a feat for being able to use pocket sand as a trap. It's great.
Okay. So, she goes ahead and says, yeah, there's probably a couple people. Show them your ring, tell them that I'll cover whatever costs you need for the...
Understood.
All right. We'll take the information she goes ahead and provides us. Sake of brevity, we get kitted up, we
Yep.
head out. Yeah. Unless we want to RP people, go ahead making sure they're wearing the stylist of Desert Grip.
I'm not gonna fucking.
I am
No.
a bundle of cloth wobbling to and fro.
Hey, as long as my legs and face are covered, I've got goggles to keep my eyes protected already, so.
Right, eye protection. Huh.
When again, instead of wearing my half mask, I'll wear my full mask.
Yeah.
Yep. Zalera, as far as she's aware, is
Dragons literally have a second thing of eyelids. She'll be fine. If she's
Alright.
somehow not fine, I'm gonna call hacks.
But
Oh
yeah,
no!
no.
Wait, do kobolds have their protective film? Oh no, I'm screwed. It stings.
Yeah. Once you guys get out of town and everybody more or less gets up on Zalera, she picks up the Riven and Reem. You see the old man just say, "All right, go ahead and start heading towards the storm. I will keep up."
All right.
You see him kind of
Oh,
take
no,
a step. You see him kind of take a step forward. You see the brand on his hand light up, and he more or less vanishes into a wispy presence as he begins basically moving much faster towards the storm. Zalera is like, right, takes off.
If we weren't worried about conserving spell slots, I'd ask if someone knew the haste spell, because there's no way Zalera's gonna have. Damn, that guy's moving.
Zoom.
Indeed.
I'm sorry. The first thing that comes to my mind when I heard him just do that is gotta go fast.
Mm-hmm.
Right. But after you can definitely tell there's a specific point where he more or less rematerializes right next to the storm as Zalera is catching up. Zalera goes ahead and lands next to him just at the edge of the storm. You do note that edge of the storm is
Loud.
I mean, you are loud, and you are kind of getting battered by the sand at this position.
Pet. 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 He keeps
If
coming.
you stop opening your mouth, dear, it'll stop going in your mouth.
Opens it to spit out again. No, this is the worst option.
Hey.
On landing, the old man just kind of looks at you, all just like, all right. So, allow me to go ahead and source transportation for the rest of this. He goes ahead and lets out a shrill whistle. And
Alcatraz?
I was gonna say two bird-like creatures do come out.
Damn it!
Griffins.
Oh, okay, never mind. I take my
Desert
Iverson.
griffins? Interesting. Not what.
I was gonna say, looking at them, they look less like, or more just like elementals adapted to the form of a griffin.
Ooh.
They're adorable.
Now, caretakers of the storm do have some command over some of the beings that dwell in it. These ones, well, we do like to think of all of them as our friends when even though we say control. But anyways, let us mount up. He kind of turns to Zalera. You can either try to keep up, or you can head back.
I think, unless Lara is very confident, I think me and Reen will wait here in case you guys need backup. I don't know what else we can contribute at
He's
this
the one
point.
that can guide us through the storm, dear. Without him, we go fucking nowhere.
All right. So, Lara, how you feel about this?
Wait a second. Zalera kind of shifts into the smaller wormling form. Still kind of heavy, but lighter. Perhaps they can carry 3 of us.
I'll look over at our guide.
And kind of shrugs, just like, I'm sure it would be able to. Alright then, get on, mount up, do whatever you need to.
All right.
Put on your heavier face protection if you need to. And once everybody sort of mounts up, Zalera, Reen, and Riven all riding one, Pepper and Levy riding the other. The old man kind of, you see the crest on his hand glow again, and he's like, prepare to feel what it's